Hey guys, and welcome to another Jungle Cup PvP video. We're going up against CallMeJake YT up in here. He recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations Jake, and I'll link to his channel in the description below, so if you haven't checked him out, go do that. Now I've got a Venusaur mirror match up in here. He does have that shiny fleck, so it will do more damage. We're getting off the sludge bomb here after we both charged up some extra energy, and he does let it go through, so whether he thought that was a frenzy plant or if he was just going to let it go down, but we do shield it up, and he shield baits us with the frenzy plant, and he gets off another charge move thinking it's a frenzy plant here, but he actually was able to charge up to the sludge bomb and I didn't even realise, so I guess that's because he was able to piggyback there. But yeah, that was a cool move on my part. But now I'm getting off the frenzy plant and he shields it up, so we both shielded a frenzy plant and let a sludge bomb go through, but he does get the charge move off first, so we maybe make a mistake there in shielding the frenzy plant. We will be able to finish off the Venusaur before he gets to another charge move, and then we'll have switch advantage, but he does have shield advantage, so you know, sometimes you have to make that decision. We were hoping to be able to get a frenzy plant off before we went down, but that wasn't going to happen. So now I've got Vigoroth and Noctowl, both not great matchups here, because obviously Noctowl loses to Vigoroth, and bringing a Vigoroth into a Vigoroth mirror match is just not good, because he has the energy advantage, so he'll be able to body slam you away. It looks like we were able to piggyback there. Not sure if piggyback was still working at this point. I'll link to a video below by Kang talking about how piggyback doesn't seem to be working anymore, which is unfortunate, but he is able to take us down there with the body slam because he had the energy advantage. Now he's able to get a body slam onto our Noctowl, again unshielded. Hopefully we can finish him off with quick moves. He actually switches out to Lantern, which was smart on him because it means we don't get to charge up energy on his Vigoroth. So we get off a Nightshade. Really I should have Psychic, but I just ran out of TMs basically, and there weren't that many situations where you needed to use the Psychic, but really I do prefer Psychic over Nightshade, and he's able to finish us off there as we had the Sky Attack ready, although the Sky Attack wouldn't have been able to finish him off regardless, so that is alright. So yeah, again, CallMeJake, fantastic content creator, and surely you would have checked him out by now, but if you haven't, do go and do that after this video. Now I've got Noctowl vs Fortress, fantastic lead matchup, and he switches out straight away into Vigoroth, so we're going to charge up to a Sky Attack here and get it off. It looks like he might have been trying to charge up extra energy, I'm not too sure, but then immediately switch out. Well, we try to immediately switch out, but he does get the charge move off, so we decide to shield it up. Protect our Noctowl for later when we need it for the Fortress, and then switch out into Lantern. Hoping we were going to catch the body slam, but we're hoping he does a body slam here, not a bulldoze, and unfortunately it was a bulldoze, and so, you know, we got there, but that's alright. We feint him down with water guns, and we've still got a shield, which is alright, but he has both shields. We've almost got a Thunderbolt ready to go onto whatever he comes in with, and he brings in Lantern. So we get off the Thunderbolt. I'm not perfect at the electric charge move, but we have been getting excellence all the way through, I think. And he's going to be able to feint us down with water gun, which is not great because he is now going to be able to get whichever charge move off onto what we brought in, which is Venusaur. He actually switches out, so he's got a lot of energy stored back there, and now we switch out into Noctowl, so he's switch locked. He does have the shield advantage though. See, we missed a bubble there, so that's unfortunate. We got great, but he shielded up anyway, so that's alright. But yeah, we're not in a good spot here because he still has a shield. So we shielded this up in case it was a Rock Tomb. We weren't sure what charge moves he had, but it was only a Heavy Slam. Now we get off another Sky Attack, but he'll presumably use his second shield, and he does, and he's going to be able to send a second charge move back at us before we can send another Sky Attack. And hoping it wasn't Rock Tomb, but it was Rock Tomb, and so that just sends us away. And now I've got Venusaur in this, you know, losing matchup, but we do what we can do. We're getting off the Frenzy Plant. Always play to win, even if you're in a tight spot, because maybe you can just turn it around. So we're getting a second Frenzy Plant off. You know, maybe this is looking like, oh, this isn't the worst. We could maybe finish him off with Fun Whips. But no, just before he goes down, he's able to get off a charge move. And no matter what it was, we're going down here. Heavy Slam, and down goes Venusaur. So that is another good game. So, just a bit of a spoiler for this video. We lose a couple games, but, you know, maybe we get a win on the board. Maybe we don't. You'll just have to wait and see. We get one! But we have Noctowl vs Vigoroth, an awful lead matchup for us. So we'll just try and play it out, see what happens. We're going to charge up some extra energy. We were thinking about going up to 2 Sky Attacks, but then it was just like, oh, that seems risky. So then I just went for it, sent a Sky Attack, and then tried to switch out immediately. But at the same time that I got off the Sky Attack, he was getting off the Body Slam. So we shield up the Body Slam, get off a second Sky Attack. We were just 1 off getting to 2 in a row, and maybe piggyback on it. Actually, no, we wouldn't have, because CMP, he had a charge move coming. Anyway, he gets another Body Slam. We're just going to let it come through. And we're going to go down here. Actually, he gets off another Body Slam, which is good for us because it means he's using up his energy and won't be able to get that off onto the next Pokemon. So we bring in our own Vigoroth to get a slight bit of energy going, because you need that. I mean, it's nice. It's hard to beat down a Vigoroth when he's got an energy advantage. Now, he brings in Venusaur. In the lead matchup, as I've talked about in earlier videos, in the lead matchup, Venusaur beats Vigoroth handily. But maybe Vigoroth could have won that because of the energy advantage. But anyway, we switched into Venusaur because it was safer, and we lagged a bit, which is definitely unfortunate. I think we missed a couple of attacks in there. Not sure how bad it was, but he gets off 2 charge moves in a row. First one is Frenzy Plant. This one's also probably a Frenzy Plant. Actually, it was a Sludge Bomb, so I shielded that correctly. Now we've got a whole lot of energy stored up. We waited till he was just short of getting another charge move off, and then get off this Sludge Bomb. And he does shield up, and we'll be able to get to another one though. So sending that through also. And down goes his Venusaur. He's just got Lantern in the back, so this is fantastic. He's got no shields. All we have to do is get to that Frenzy Plant, and we have. And this will delete that Lantern. So that's a good game. And yep, that is our 1 win of the video. So I'm gonna just live in this moment a little bit. Live in the win. That was nice. That was nice. Okay. And back into the hard stuff. Alright. So Jake is an absolute champion. We've got Lantern versus a Vigoroth here. This is a losing matchup for us. He doesn't actually need to land a Bulldoze to be able to beat us, I don't think. He can just use straight Body Slams and he will end up beating us. We missed a bubble there, but that's alright. We still got Excellent. It seems like it depends on the charge move, whether you can miss 1, 0, 2 bubbles and still get an Excellent. I haven't really looked into it that much, but you know, it is what it is. And he gets off another charge move here, expecting it to just be a Body Slam, let it come through, and it was just a Body Slam, which is good. And he gets off another charge move, and I think we're just going to let it come through. Oh no, we shield up because we think we can get to a Thunderbolt. A bit risky play, but we are able to get to that Thunderbolt. So even if he shields, then we've traded shields, and if he lets it go through, then Vigoroth goes down, and that's alright, we get switch advantage. But anyway, we're going to be bringing something into a Body Slam here, and there are no more shields on the board, so we decide to bring in Vigoroth. Just because Venusaur, we kind of want to protect him. He can do some more damage, I guess. And now we get a very slight energy advantage. We do have a pretty big health disadvantage because we got Body Slammed, but we'll see what he brings in. And he brings in Venusaur, so this probably is a losing matchup for us, especially with no shields on the board. He'll take this Body Slam because he has to, and it'll do about half health. And we're trying to get to another Body Slam, but it's just not going to happen. He gets to his Frenzy Plant first. And down goes Vigoroth. So in comes our Venusaur. And we've got no more shields. He gets the charge move off first. Presumably it's a Sludge Bomb. And that's going to hurt. And he actually switches out straight away again so that we can't charge up on him. So he's really good at that switch. And that's actually something to learn. When your opponent only has 1 Pokemon left, like I did here, Venusaur, after you get off your charge move and don't want to get farmed up, just switch out into your other Pokemon straight away. Because, I mean, it doesn't really matter that you're switch locked because they can't switch into anything else. So even though Vespiquen was going to destroy Venusaur, if he let me charge up before the Vespiquen came out, then maybe I could have got a slurry of charge moves onto it, and that might have turned, I mean, it wouldn't have turned the tide in that specific matchup, but depending on the matchup, it could be bad. So we have Noctowl versus Venusaur in the lead matchup here, and just as we're getting off the Sky Attack, he does switch into Lantern, so a good switch on his end. He's going to just let that come through, and now we bring in our Venusaur, because now he is switch locked, so we're just going to charge up some extra energy, because we know he's probably just going to take this Frenzy Plant and go down, switch to a counter and charge up some energy, and that's exactly what he does. He lets Lantern go down, and we'll see what he brings in here. And he brings in his own Noctowl, so he's got both shields here, so we're actually just going to go for the Frenzy Plant, hoping to bait a shield, make him think that it was a Sludge Bomb, but he doesn't fall for it. He lets it go through, so maybe we should have gone for the Sludge Bomb, but I mean, hindsight's 2020, and we're actually doing it again. We're going for a second Frenzy Plant, and he does shield that time, so 50-50, and I mean, we switched out kinda hoping that we had a Sky Attack ready, but that just wasn't the case, and so we just tanked that Sky. That was just a bad switch all round, really. Probably was not smart. We shield up there though, Sky Attack, and send back a Sky Attack of our own. I seem to be missing just one bubble on the Sky Attack a lot. I mean air moves, flying moves, not just Sky Attack. We're going to shield this up because we know we can get to another Sky Attack to send back and hope to get an advantage there. We actually go risky and charge up an extra couple of quick moves there. Really just banking on the fact that he hadn't charged up any extra energy and couldn't get to a Sky Attack. Now he brings in Venusaur, and we almost got that Sky Attack off, but he beats us there, gets off the Frenzy Plant, sends us away. Now we've got Venusaur who's coming in here. Unfortunately didn't realise how little health he had, so he got to just charge up an extra 2 Vine Whips on our Venusaur for free basically. And now he gets the Sludge Bomb onto the Wigglytuff, and this is pretty much GG. Maybe if I switched into Wigglytuff instead of Venusaur, the match could have gone slightly different, although I think he might have still pulled it out in the end. I think. Yeah, I think he still would have won. And Venusaur wouldn't have been able to do anything in the back. But, except to get those 2 Vine Whips off, which Vine Whip doesn't do much damage at all. I mean, it's mainly for the energy, which is good. If you want damage, Razor Leaf's the way to go. Now, we tried out to bring in Alolan and Graveler to catch something there, but all we caught was a big whopping Vigoroth, so we had to get out of there straight away. And now we switch locked with Noctowl up against Lantern, which is not good for us, especially because we don't have Psychic. So we get off that Sky Attack. We're just going to get off straight Sky Attacks here, do as much damage as we can. He's going to be able to charge up some energy on us, but he's actually going to... Well, if he had Psychic, he would have to be using Thunderbolts to be able to beat us. He's not able to straight farm. So he gets off his charge move here, and it is a Thunderbolt, so we shield it up. That probably wasn't a great move, although actually we don't have Venusaur here, so if we had Venusaur, definitely should have just let it go down. But we are actually able to burn the shield there. And we switch to a Alolan Graveler and catch this Thunderbolt, which is good, because, I mean, at least he can do something. He'll be able to finish off Lantern with low health. He won't be able to be farmed up too much by this Vigoroth, and we'll be able to get a Rock Blast off before we go down. Expecting a shield to come up. He actually had to go through. I didn't realise how little the Rock Blast did, and by the end of the month you'd think I know that by now, but I really just haven't really liked Alolan Graveler that much. But anyway, Vigoroth versus Vigoroth mirror match here, and we're going to let this come through. Save that shield for later. We've both got one shield, and he gets off another Body Slam, so this time we're going to shield it up to protect our Vigoroth. And he switches out again, that same strat. Actually, not quite the same strat, I guess. He switch locked himself with Fortress, but Noctowl actually had such little health that switching into Noctowl, he just got the Heavy Slam off, finished us off. I'm wondering if maybe I should have switched into Noctowl immediately. I wouldn't have got to a Sky Attack anyway, so this game's pretty much lost. Get off 2 Body Slams though onto the Fortress, which does some nice damage, but not looking great here, especially when he has one in the back. We almost got to a 3rd Body Slam, but yeah. That is GG's right there. So I think we've got one more battle left in the video. And we're going for a bit of cheese. Going back to Girafarig, Wigglytuff, and Alolan Raichu. So something I didn't really pick up when I put that team together real quick is that we have one glaring weakness. Just see if you can figure it out. We are able to catch the Venusaur there with the Girafarig, which would have been perfect if we had 2 other real team members. Maybe if we had Venusaur, then we'd have this switch locked Lantern in the bag, but we have nothing to beat down Lantern with, so we just went into Alolan Raichu to try and get anything done. This isn't that weakness that I was talking about. Just think, what am I in trouble with if he has with Girafarig, Alolan Raichu, and Wigglytuff? Now, we shield up here, I think. Yeah, because we'll be able to finish off the lantern and then we'll have a bit of switch advantage and we'll be able to get a charge move off onto whatever he does bring in. And he brings back in Venusaur, so again just getting off a Thunder Punch, trying to burn a shield, although I don't know, I think it was just trying to also just get off damage before we fall down. Now we switch to Giraffe Rig to try and, I don't know, just get as much damage as done as we can, but unfortunately he does switch out into Fortress, and that's bad news for us. Yeah, Giraffe Rig's going down quick. We brought in Alolan Raichu to try and get off a charge move, but he was going down quick, and now we have Wigglytuff. We've got no shields. He's going to be able to heavy slam us and hit us very hard. So yeah, Bug was a pretty big oversight there, and this is going to finish us off. So thank you, Jake, for the battles. Don't forget to check him out right immediately after you subscribe, like, and leave a comment, because leaving a comment does help me out with the YouTube algorithm, so that would be much appreciated. So yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah. Why are you still here? The video's over, man. Go home. Or actually, go check out Jake. Give him a subscribe if you haven't. Yeah. Alright. I don't know why you're still listening to my voice. There's nothing on the screen, it's just good effort. Yep. See you next time. You can go now. Bye. Bye.